What up, Joe? It's
What
your
up,
boy
though?
Ben, and y'all know what it is. It's Monday Night Football. Detroit Lions versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers pregame show. And I'm gonna let y'all know how we do every show. Let y'all know who in the building with us. Starting off with my brother from another mother who parents don't know each other. Day.
What up? It's your boy Day.
Money and everything.
Hey, it's cold. Hey, it's cold, man. It's fucking cold. I'm in a basement, so I got like all concrete, so I'm cold. But anyway, it's your boy Day, and you can find me starting at free safety tonight for the Detroit Lions, because who the hell else knows about that?
Money Mike.
It's Mike. You can find me on X at @1pride_JR. It can't be that cold day.
It's dude. I live in a basement, right? I live in my parents' basement, and my dad likes to keep his house cold in general, anyways. So down here, I don't even get no sunshine down here, bro. It's cold. Like it's cold.
We can
And
tell.
you know, I'm little, so I get cold real easy.
Paul.
Hair all fucked up today.
Chris, let him know who you is.
Yeah, you can find me on X at Crazy Hockey Fan. You can also find me on Instagram at OnePrideNation_24. And Day-Day's right. It was this morning when I got up for a PT in the morning for Army. It was 48 degrees. So
yeah, it's cold, man. No lie, it's cold here right now.
It's cold. Yep.
What up, Joe?
What up, Joe? Rich, let him know where he is. They can find you right.
Shit, you might find me at the strong safety tonight. You can catch me on Riggs 928 on X.
All right, we do got a special guest in the building. Appreciate you coming. Kurt, man, let him know where he can find you at.
What up, though? It's your man, Professor Kurt Steele. You can find me over at the Boss Up Ball Out podcast over there on YouTube. You can find me on X at Kurt Steele 14. And of course, you can find me over at Sideliner Sports doing some content over there, doing some Lions articles. You know, I'm doing a little bit of everything, a little bit of everywhere.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you coming on today.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me on, man. You know the bandit. You know how we get down.
You being our special guest, we're gonna give you the first topic to start off with.
Okay, let's get it.
How can Jared Goff, man, exploit his Bucs secondary?
All right, so really, it's simple. You start off with the tight ends. The Bucs are one of the worst teams in covering tight ends. Of course, you get Laporta involved, and then you mix in St. Brown, and J-Mo's good for at least one deep shot on the Bucs every game that he plays against them. He's caught a deep pass down the field at least once every time he's faced them. So you look at that, man. You're gonna have St. Brown's gonna have a good game. He kills the Bucs every time he plays them. So my thing is, you start to shoot out early. You don't worry about. I'm not really. You pass to set up the run for this game, and I think that Goff can, exploit that middle of the field. You stay away from Dean. Wherever side Dean is on, you go to the opposite because that dude's a beast. But if you stay away from Dean, you definitely can have a great day against that Bucs secondary because they're not doing really well. They're the 21st ranked secondary in the league. So, you really exploit your matchups, man. You get you get J-Mo on a fly route, man. Of course, I think a rookie can have a good game as well, man. I think Tesla can have a decent game against the Bucs secondary. So you just get everybody involved, spread the ball around, and don't forget to mix in Gibbs and Montgomery in the passing game as well.
All right. Chris, same question. You're
Yeah,
on
you're
mute.
on mute.
You're on
Welcome back
mute,
after
Kurt.
3 days.
It's hard to follow that guy. He's that's a tough follow, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head out.
A tough follow, man. I mean, I agree with the tight ends. I definitely expect them to do a heavy dose of Demo tonight. And I think this game, because even though Mike Evans and Abuke is going to play, they're injured. They have some injuries to them. So, and I know you're talking about like Goff against the secondary. I absolutely believe the middle will be open. I also believe it. I don't think it's necessarily the middle or the crossing routes. I believe it's up the middle deep. So like not how can I say it? Middle
Down
to
the seams. Down the seams.
that's what I'm trying to say. I couldn't get the right words. Down the seam. That's what I was trying to get. Yep.
All right, with this being, you're trying to watch the Lions games, I'm gonna ask two people with one question, then we'll go to the next piece. So, Dede, you being the next person with the next question, starting off, I'm gonna ask you this: how do the Lions slow down Baker Mayfield? I know I
That's
asked the
gonna
right
be a
person.
tough. That's gonna be a tough ask. But kind of like we were talking pre-show, our pass rush has to be A1 tonight. A1. I mean, they've got to be gap disciplined. Because Baker's not like your prototypical mobile quarterback, but he can get out there and run, and he's been doing it this year. Baker's playing like the MVP quarterback right now, and with our secondary looking like us on this panel right here, you know what I mean? It's going to be a tough ask, but if our pass rush is A1 tonight, we should be all right.
Mike,
I say you make them one-dimensional. You got to shut down the run game. Force them into third and longs, not third and mediums or third and shorts. Then you can turn those defensive linemen loose. Let a lean pass rush as long with Hutch and the rest of the guys, and we'll be able to get after Baker. But if you keep it short and medium, it's going to be a long night on some of the third down. So do your jobs on the first and second down. Make it third and long, and I think we got a good shot, and our defensive line will be able to eat that way.
Sir Rich, you're now the podium. Next question goes to you, man. Who needs to carry the load tonight, man? Is it Jahmyr Gibbs or David Montgomery?
So I had the same answer that I was going to have to the previous two questions. And although I do agree with everyone, what they said, the one thing I have not heard, and this can lead into it as well, the best defense is to keep Baker Mayfield off the field. So the running game is going to be real key to me tonight. Long drives, man, that'll keep Baker off the field. Because as much as I think we can get in a shootout with them, I don't really want to. So, I think you can use Monty for the control the clock. You got, Gibbs in there to, break some long runs. But to me, I think that is the key to tonight's game is controlling the clock.
Dang.
Again?
Same question.
Well, I'm expecting a heavy dose of Monty just based off of what Dan said earlier this week. He said that he wants to balance out the backfield. And if you look at the past couple games, Monty hasn't been getting a whole lot of carries. So I'm thinking you start with Monty, you wear the guys down, and then you drop Jahmyr on him, burn him with his speed.
All right. Kurt, Mike, next question. How do the Lions slow down this rushing game of the Bucs?
Oh man, that's not really a. I don't think it's really a problem. you really look at this, the Bucs running game is kind of really kind of hampered by the fact that their top back is out. And then you look at what they're missing on their right side of their offensive line. You just play solid defense. You have Jack Campbell and Barnes, and you let those guys like DJ Reader eat up those blocks, man. Those double teams up front, like we talked about in our off camera when we're doing our little production meeting, and you just let those guys eat, man. Let Campbell and let those guys get after it. You just keep being aggressive in the run game. You have to be able to get to those guys, man. And like I said, you let DJ Reader, Aleem McNeil, Talik Williams, you let those guys, man, eat up those double teams, and you play down here with those linebackers, man. That's really how you slow down this really inept. They don't have a really good running game, especially without Bucky Irvin being in. Not saying that Rice isn't good, but he's not Bucky Irvin.
Mike, same question.
Yeah, I agree.
Baker winning on and off the field. My bad. I
don't think it's gonna be a tough assignment. The offensive line is really not all that, and them being down Bucky Irvin, that's a big loss. I like the other running back they have. He does bring more of the thunder, but I think as long as you meet him at the line of scrimmage, we'll be all right. Don't let him get going. And we got more beef up the middle now with the lean coming back. So it was already an issue with the two we had before we had 54 back, and we're 11th in rushing right now as far as the rushing defense, only 5.2 yards off of being right behind Tampa Bay. They're 5th right now. We would be 6th if we gave up 5 less yards a game. So I don't think it's going to be an issue at all. The big boys going to do what they do up the middle, and the linebackers going to be flying around, and that's the key to this game for me. Make it one-dimensional, like I said in the last segment, and we have a good key to winning this game.
Rich and Pawpaw, like y'all on y'all honeymoon again. But next question, though. Which one of our Lions weapons need to have a big day today? Chris, start with you.
I'll let Richard go first.
Okay.
Let him go first.
Oh, that's so sweet. Go ahead, Rich.
So, for selfish reasons, I'm going to say St. Brown.
You need them both. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because he needs
that dub.
He needs.
I need to get that dub. And but
non-fantasy point, just strictly on the game.
Will you let me talk, please? Thank you. But for the team's sake, I'm going to say Montgomery.
Why?
I think, like I said, I think controlling the clock is going to be huge today, and he will help provide that.
Chris.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This seems to be now we do need Demo to have a really good game. I mean, I think he's the key, but something tells me Laporta today. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but I think he has a big game today.
I want to go around the panel and ask the panel the same question, starting with Day. Which one of our Lions weapons, man, will have a big day? And Kurt, I'm going to get to you next.
All of them. All of them. I believe this game is going to be a shootout. I really do. Because if Baker gets hot in that passing game, and he's been hot all year, even if we do make it one-dimensional, kind of like Mike said, man, our secondary is not it. Like, I'm sorry. I've seen guys try to hype up some of these people and all that. And if they start passing the ball, man, it's going to be a shootout. So we're going to need every single one of our guys in offense to kind of show up and show out today. And the guy I'm really expecting, though, to really have a big day, because he's probably pissed off, Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra knows his drop last week was pretty much a game changer. It was a game changer. After that, our team looked deflated after that, to be honest. So they all need to, but I think the one that probably will is Amon-Ra.
Kurt, same question. I'm gonna get to Mike.
Yeah. Who needs to have the biggest game? Have a big day. Kind of agree with Day. I think I'll need a little bit from everybody. But if you're asking me like just one guy, I'm gonna say Ja. I want Ja to. I think Ja need to have a big. I think he needs to have a big game in the run game and the pass game. I think you can with the Bucs having such a good run defense, you can extend the run offense in the screen game and get him touches outside the numbers. Because try to run it up the middle against Vita Vea is a no bueno. So that dude, he eats up blocks and he makes tackles in that middle. It's tough to run up the middle against him. So I would say with both running backs, utilize them in the screen game, but of course with Jahmyr Gibbs, man, because he's just so fast on the edges.
Mike.
And great minds think alike, because I was going to say the same thing. So I'm not even going to be long, but I think it's up to Ja. I think he can have a really good game this week, and hopefully we can get back to him being more efficient. And I would like to see us use him more and utilize him more in the pass game. But we've been waiting for that for the last couple seasons. I don't know when we're going to get to it, but it wouldn't hurt if it was tonight.
Kind of like how Atlanta uses Bijan.
Yeah.
I
would love to see another mush in the face for Antoine Winfield Jr. from Jahmyr Gibbs, like he did in that play. I think he just show punk ass.
That would be. I want to piggyback on something Kurt said.
You got it. That's why
What made me reminded is he was talking about Vea. One thing about Vea, he's very good. I'm not. There's no trying to make that a small thing at all. But when we had Frank Ragnow, Frank always did a really good job against him. How was Glasgow gonna do?
Vita used to eat Frank's lunch, kind of like Gary does with Decker.
No, Frank plenty of times had him. I'm not saying he dominated him, because when great players are going to get their wins, but he didn't just dominate Frank like. So it'll be interesting to see how Glasgow will do.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, actually. Yeah, how is Graham going to do with Vita? Because that's kind of a mismatch.
Double team with the mullet with Tate Ratledge. That's gonna be double teams all night. Yeah, it's gonna be double teams all night with those cats.
Nothing to bark like that dumbass Allstate commercial, though. Yeah. Nothing to do that. Dumbass Allstate commercial.
All right, next topic. Get right into it so we get to this game. Mike and Kurt, I'm actually all like this. Since Daddy always gave his his view on it. How do our secondary hold against this Bucs wide receivers core? Kurt, I'm gonna start with you.
All right. Woo! They can pray all day.
That's what I was gonna say.
I mean, you know what? How do they hold up? Good pass rush up front. Don't give him the chance to throw the ball down the field. It's going to be dependent on the pass rush. That's how the secondary holds up against the Bucs wide receiver core. It has to be, because other than that, like I say, man, it's going to be a whole bunch of praying going on. Because if you let Baker loose, you let the wide receiver loose, it's going to be a whole bunch of hitting the head on the goalpost in this game.
Big Mike.
Yep, I agree. It goes back to my key to winning this game. The first and second down, you got to shorten them and stop them and be efficient on defense on those downs to get to third and long. And you got to turn them loose on third and long. That's their only chance, because the secondary, a lot of new faces, new names, and you don't even know how good the communication is going to be in that back end. But if you get a pass rush, like we said in earlier weeks, average unit back there can look really good with a great pass rush. So that's what we need. We used to seeing Hutch basically do 50-50 split between left and right tackle. I'm wondering how much that will be tonight, because the Wirfs is pretty good and that other tackle is not. So I wonder if he'll spend more time on the right tackle this game. We'll see it tonight.
I think, just to cut in real quick, you guys keep talking about communication. I think this is where Jack needs to step up. Jack's got the green dot. You know what I mean? So his communication and getting guys lined up in the right position, make sure they know, the assignments, all that. This is key for Jack tonight. I think this is a game where Jack needs to show why we took him at, the 18th overall or whatever the hell it was. I think Jack is our key defender on defense tonight. Not necessarily for how he plays, just with how he dictates on how the defense is going to be tonight.
I think he is a big part tonight, but he ain't the guy guarding Abuka and Mike Evans back there. It's going to be tough work.
I look at it.
Tough work back there.
I look at just limit the big plays, man. If you try to keep everything in front of you the best you possibly can. I mean, it's a tough matchup against Evans and Abuka, but I mean, at the end of the day, try to keep as much as you can in front of me and don't let them get over the top on you. It's hard to say that, but maybe.
You still got Kirby back there freelancing. Rich, your thoughts on this?
No, Kirby's out.
Oh, we don't.
Oh,
Kirby's
Kirby's out.
out, fool.
Kirby's out.
Wow.
Fool, where you been at, fool?
Yeah,
What you doing there, bro? Where you been at, bro? We don't have.
They announced that yesterday.
all of our-
Kirby out.
every single
He's
one
out
of our
yesterday.
I've been working. That's where I've been at. People with kids. I'm sorry, my bad. I ain't a chance to
Every single one of our starters of our secondary is out.
Except for
And I shared all the
Robertson.
inactives with you.
Robertson's the only one.
It's loaded in. But go ahead, Rich. Your thoughts on the topic, man.
Man, I believe it's going to be this guy. After I said my playmakers, this guy, he's got to have his biggest game this year. He has got to wreck. If he wrecks, then it'll make the secondary job easier. Kind of like we were talking beforehand about DJ Reader helping out the linebackers and stuff. Hutch and the pass rush need to help out our secondary. If they can dominate, that'll make it easier for them.
Chris.
I already spoke.
My bad. Mike.
It's okay.
I did too, man. We covered this topic. We can move on to the next one.
Yeah, we all got this one.
My bad. All right.
Good.
Rich,
Damn,
you
fool.
start this one off, man. How many sacks do Hutch and our defense get tonight? Rich?
Rich watching his boy getting his lunch ate by worse on TV right now.
No, that's exactly what I'm watching.
I'm watching the same shit.
Man, I don't really want to put a number on it, but he's gotta make life hard. If you make your life hard, if you make Baker's life hard, them sacks are gonna come. But he's got to his name has got to be called. He can't make stupid penalties, hitting a quarterback after the play. He's got to play. He has got to ball out tonight. To me, he's the number one guy.
Day.
Man, he's got to have at least one, bro. Like, he's got to have at least one. I'm going to say bare minimum, he's got to at least show up on the stat sheet. But as far as, like, having, like, big numbers or anything like that, I don't care. I just got to know he's out there, and I got to know he's affecting the play. Because, like we've all said this whole show, our D-line is the key to this game. Like, 100%. Like, if those guys don't show up, I'm sorry, it's going to be a long night. Long night.
Kurt.
And
Yeah,
the other guy's got to show up too. Not to cut you off, Kurt.
Go ahead.
But we always talk about how many sacks has Hutch got to get. How many sacks has Hutch got to get? Yeah, I get. We've been kind of like, I get. We've kind of been riding Hutch's ass this year, deservedly so. But we need the other guys to show up too. Your Muhammad's, your. Fuck, I don't even know who's after Muhammad, to be honest with you. Who the fuck is it?
Pat O'Connor.
Pat O'Connor.
Oh, yeah, O'Connor. They all need to show up tonight. Hutch has got to be the leader, but they all have to show up tonight.
Yo, shout out to my people watching on my channel, man. A lot of these comments is coming from over at Boss Up Ball Out, man. I clicked to go live over there, so I appreciate them hanging out with me. How many sacks is Hutch need tonight? How much do they get?
6.
I think they get about a good 4 to 5 sacks. I think Hutch gets about 3. I think Aquadine Muhammad gets 1, and I think Aleem gets 1 in his return.
Big numbers, big numbers. Chris,
Oh,
I say we get 3 sacks tonight. One from Hutch, one from each one of the three that you guys just mentioned because I already had it in my brain. But one from Aleem, one from Hutch, and Muhammad.
Mike.
I think we need at least like 3 to 4 sacks tonight. We got to keep. We got to put the pressure on Baker, and that's going to be us helping the secondary, defensive line, even some linebackers. If they send them on the blitz, we need to get there. We need to get him on the ground, and we need to make him very uncomfortable where he's throwing the ball inaccurately and out of bounds, or hopefully into one of our defenders' hands.
Hey, Greg, I'm a Lions fan from Ohio too, so bro, ain't nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. All right, Mike, I'm gonna start off with you, man.
There's a lot wrong with it, but go Lions.
Whatever, bro. So Aleem
Go
Neal
blue.
back,
Go
man.
blue.
No, we
Go
all say that.
Blue!
Yeah,
No
go blue.
doubt. Y'all shouldn't be ranked 25. But that's
Anyway, Aleem Neal is back tonight, man. What effect do you think he's gonna have tonight? Mike, let's start with you.
Aleem, I think he's just going to help the defensive line with the running game, and hopefully on those passing downs when we get to those third downs, him being next to Hutch, hopefully that'd be a big help too with him pressing the middle and making it easier on Hutch because everybody you can't double team everybody. Hopefully, our guy Reader still gets double teamed the most out of the D line, and then everybody else gets to feast on one-on-one matchups.
Chris.
Yeah, I mean, I have to reiterate what Mike said. I mean, he's going to hopefully plays close enough to the line. He will definitely help Hutch in that aspect. And like I said, he will get an up the gut chance at a sack as well. So him coming back is a big boost to our core.
Rich.
Yeah, man. I hope he, just helps a little bit. I'm not expecting a whole bunch just because he's been out, about a year almost. So he's still trying to get his legs back. But man, just to help out and get, it's another guy, another troop to help Hutch out. And man, I forgot to say when the last time we were talking about defensive line, someone who I see getting better every week, Lacey, man. Shout out to him. I'm not saying he's dominating, but his name is getting called. He's got a little pop in his game, and he's still young. He's only 25 years old. I like what I've been seeing for him, and getting more of these big time guys back like Aleem. That's only going to help out the smaller guys, the role players. So, and that's the key to this defensive line, man. So, I just want to see him, stay healthy, get some positive plays, and if he contributes one play, hey, that's what you can ask for.
Kurt.
Yeah. Ironically enough, I live down in the area where he's kind of from. I live like about an hour from Raleigh, from where he grew up. And Lee McNeil, he's our best interior pass rusher. I mean, you look at, there's no one who's doing it better in the Lions lineup on the defensive line as far as the defensive tackle position as a interior pass rusher. He's the number one guy. So you can run twists and stunts with him and Hutch, man. I think he can have a big impact on the game. We just got to use him as he normally is, man. I don't think you kind of, I know he's going to be probably on a pitch count, for as far as his snaps, but I think you use him how you use him. You run some twists and stunts, and you just let him go and be himself. I think that's the best way that you can use Aleem McNeil. Let him be himself.
Dang.
Just be impactful while you're in there. I don't. Just clog up the lane. Maybe put a little pressure on Baker, because, like Rich said, he's been out, just under a year. I don't expect him to come in and be a game wrecker. It'd be nice, don't get me wrong, but just be impactful when you are in there, which I see him probably mostly in there on passing downs. There's one guy we haven't talked about at all, and I think he might be key too. Derek Barnes. You got to remember, Derek Barnes made the key play against this team, was it 2 years ago now? Some shit.
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
One of the Dave, one of
that's
the
always been
comments.
my boy. I've always rode for Derek Barnes. Always.
You know.
One of the comments earlier said that right here.
Yep. There you go.
Yep.
Christy, we get you?
Yeah, you already got me. I'm good.
All right. Then we're going to start with you on this one. And no, it's your favorite one to start with.
Oh, no. Ah, God, you know I hate this. I hate predictions. I believe it or not, I already had predicted the Lions winning, and it was earlier in the car when I was driving home from work. I said Lions by a field goal. Like I already had it in my brain. Even though I saw it was -6.5, I took Lions by a field goal. I don't have a true score, but I was Lions by a field goal.
Mike.
And this one gonna be tough, man.
Don't do it, Mike.
Hey, I wanted to do it last week, and I should have did it last
I
week.
almost thought about it, Mike. I know.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Mike.
Hey, Chris, I should have did it last week. Now I feel like I need to replace it, but I'm gonna go
Rick,
Lions for
what
tonight.
we say, Rick?
We're not gonna lose back to back. I got us. Give me Lions 34, Tampa Bay 31.
My brother from another mother whose parents don't know each other. What you got, David?
Well, since I'm the only one who has ever picked against our team on this show, and I got fucking murdered for it.
No, I picked the Ravens. I picked the Ravens.
Oh,
Remember?
He did too.
Okay, that's right. I do remember that. I'm gonna fuck around and do it again. I'm gonna say 34-31 Buccaneers.
All right, Rich. What's your score prediction, man? We gotta get Dave on the screen, bro.
What the fuck?
Man,
Hey man, y'all got to stop doing that. That's a realistic prediction.
I'm gonna go. Man, I seen they did the Madden Sim earlier.
Oh,
The
my
game
God.
ended on
That was you
a.
watching on YouTube now.
Take him off the screen, man.
And I seen the game ended on a pick. So I'm going to say the game is going to come down to 35-28. Lions going to get a turnover at the end of the game. Stop the momentum. Stop it.
And you homers ride together. You and Ron ride together, bro. I swear. You homers, man.
How?
Because Ron
I
said the
don't
same
pick against
shit.
my team. Never. Ever. I will never do it. Realistically, we won't win every game, but I'll never pick against them. We could be going against all gods. I'm not picking against us ever.
What up, though? Stevie franchise. What's going on, my man? I picked it earlier in. To be ironically, I watched that Madam Sim earlier because I'm pretty cool with my guys over at Pride of Detroit. But my my prediction on our show, Boss Up Ball Out, this morning was 31-28 Lions. And guess what the Madden Sim score was? Yep. 31-28 Lions. So I gotta stick with it. 31-28 Lions. I can't deviate from that. If I predicted it, came through on the sim. Shout out to my guy Jeremy over there, man. Hey, those are my guys over there, man. So him and Eric. Those are my dudes.
I like Eric. I don't like Jeremy, but I like Eric.
42-30 Lions.
Okay, that's a big scope.
That's crazy as hell.
My man say shootout at the OK Corral.
Hey, let's be real.
Hey, they got to go.
It very well could end up like that. This very well could end up in a shootout.
It could be.
They're not good against the pass, and we have Joe Schmo and dude in the fifth row who's on his fifth natty light out there playing fucking corner. Like,
not the fifth.
Watch it end
Natty
up
Daddy.
Watch it end up being 21-17. Something like that.
Hey, is it
10-3?
Hey, is it just me? Or does Barry Sanders seem like he's more in public now than he was when he played?
He is. I just learned he had a heart attack last year. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I had no idea about that. So I read some article today.
Well, he's an official. He's actually on the Lions staff. I don't know what his job is, but he's on the Lions staff.
Can he play corner? Can you play corner?
Nah, not tonight. Not having that heart attack. You can't.
Yeah.
All right, I ain't put about
I
there.
don't know. DeMar Hamlin died on the field and came back. I think he can come back from a heart attack.
Oh no, man! Everybody, you got one dude that take a. Everybody got that one dude that take a little too.
Hey, Kurt, man, we appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank
you. Thank you guys for having me, man. I appreciate you guys for having me on. Me and Bandit, we go back, man. We did some stuff over there on the Detroit Lions news page, whatever. I can't remember all those shows I'll be on, but I appreciate you, brother, for having me on and reaching out.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Before
you,
we
sir.
leave, man, let everybody know you can find you at. I'm sure everybody already know, but let
check me out at the Boss Up All Out podcast, man. Of course, you can find me there. You can find me at kurtsteele.com. You can find me at Sideliner with no E. Sidelinersports.com, man. You can find me any of those platforms, man. I appreciate you again having me on, man. And let's go get this victory, baby.
Yes, sir. Money Mike, let them know where they can find you at.
On X at @1pride_JR.
Chris, let them know where they can find you at.
On X, Crazy Hockey Fan, and also on Instagram at @OnePrideNation_24.
Rich, let them know where they can find you
You
at.
can find me on X at Riggs928. Let's go, Hutch. Let's get them.
I waited for you, Daddy. Let them know where they can find you at.
Find me right here, man. Right here.
Daddy gonna have a snuggie on in a little bit. Man, I appreciate everybody.
Hey, while you bullshitting, I got a blanket underneath me. While you bullshitting.
We all wish Brian Branch was playing, man. We all wish Brian Branch was playing.
I don't. Fucking dumbass. I'm sorry. I'm not with all the rest of these Lions fans. No, fuck that. You made a stupid ass decision. You got exactly what you deserve. Stay your ass at home and get healthy these next 2 weeks. I'm sorry. Like, I feel no pity for him. And for the people who are like, well, his appeal didn't get turned because it was Jordy Nelson. Dude, it could have been anybody. That appeal was never going to get turned over, ever.
So,
I think even if it was Barry Sanders, it wouldn't have got turned over.
You're right.
I agree with Day. I've been in this boat the whole time. That was a stupid decision, especially with all the injuries and everything like that. But at the same time, man, what the NFL did was wrong too, and I'm glad that his teammates stood up for him and called the NFL out on their bullshit. Doing that
wasn't the NFL. See, that's another thing people need to understand. That's not the NFL. It's NFL film.
It's still under their umbrella. They shared it to their website.
NFL film is a different entity.
Talk about Brian Branch.
Man, we got 20 minutes. We might as well sit here and bullshit.
Yeah,
I got the rollout player. I'm about to let you.
I got chicken wings. Hey, first, we're doing our show tomorrow at 7. You gonna be on?
Tomorrow night tomorrow night at 7 is not good for me. I appreciate you guys having me on, though. I appreciate you guys having me on, man. Y'all can check me out my post game tomorrow morning. Be up at 8 o'clock in the morning, man, 8 Eastern or after Lions Talk Live. But I appreciate you guys having. I got to work tomorrow night, man. I'm a professor. I got to be grading papers tomorrow.
Oh wow. Nice seeing you again, man. I haven't seen you again. Hey, nice seeing you again.
Appreciate you, man. That professor is just not for the show. I'm actually a professor.
Okay. I was wondering.
This guy used to be in the Army with me. Just to let you all know, this guy many years ago.
26 years in the Army, man.
Yep. I retire next year. 23.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Hey, I gotta check out, man. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Later. Mike, you look like you want to say something.
Nah, I was gonna say, if y'all continue to branch discourse, I kind of agree with Dave. Like, it's kind of harsh, but at this point, it's kind of deserved because we can't just look at it like he doesn't have constant infractions, man. Again. Like he's been paying fines since I don't know when. So I do agree. One thing I will say, I think it's a gift and a curse. I think the gift of it is him and Kirby didn't look like they should have been out there anyways. Like some of these players are more hurt than we've been led to believe, man. He needs these couple weeks. So I didn't even know if we were getting Decker back tonight. I was hoping Decker would stay out for another week, even though, I mean, he's the best left tackle option, but I'd rather have him for the rest of the season than bring him back and have him potentially get hurt again. So, but it is what it is.
On that one.
I think, like we know for sure, Mike, the Kirby thing, I think he was just showing his courage, man, knowing that we're down so many guys. He just put himself out. He put the team first over his own health. I agree with you. We need you long term. But, you know, if you're a player, if you're a warrior, you're going to want to play. If you're not, you know, Iffy Malifalu who go, oh, my fingernail hurts, I got to be out. Like,
yeah, I agree. Most of these players, they always going to choose to play, but it's up to the team, and the team and the doctor. I got to shut some of that stuff down. That's a big ass break.
That's the big player from the player.
Yeah,
you got to protect the player.
Yep, right, Day. I was going to say protect them from themselves, man, because they'll play until they can't move anymore, and that's not what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I always agree, man. Sometimes, like, you got to look at it as
What the hell you doing, Swaggle?
80% this guy better than 100% me. Absolutely.
I mean, if it stayed that way, but I don't know, man. It's I mean, he's been pulled out the last 2-3 games in the middle of the game. So I'm just saying, man, you got to choose player health over a player wanting to go out there and roll with his guy.
Yeah, even though a player says he may be like 80%, he actually may be only 60 or 50, but he wants to play, and you get him out there, and he's cool for a first play or two, and then he twinges something, and now he's really hurt, and then now you got to pull him out, and now you wonder if he can even play the rest of the game, and so could have had somebody else in there instead of him at that time. Granted, maybe he's better at those first few plays than the player you would have placed him with, but the long term, now you've got to replace him with a lesser player longer. I mean,
it's a hard thing, you know what I mean? I don't think neither one of us are wrong in what we're saying. To be honest, you know, like I can't say you're wrong, Chris. I can't say Mike's wrong. Everyone's got a valid point. Just, you know, and obviously, no matter what, even my point, still want him long term. I guess I can just see his point of view. That's all. And I give him credit because I know that knee brace. I got one. You know what I mean? That's what you wear, you know, after you tear your ACL. It's not an easy brace to get around on. You know, I mean, it's not like restricting, but it's not like not having one on. You know, so I do give him credit for, you know, busting his ass off and trying and giving his best. I do give him credit for that, you know. But long term, we need it. It's just crazy with all the injuries. And that's why I'm so mad at Branch, because, bro, like, give a fuck with you. And I still think if he would have did that in play, I don't think he gets suspended.
I don't either.
The fact that you didn't wait until after and you kind of went looking for it, like, man, sometimes you just got to be the bigger man and walk away. Like, I get it, man, but man,
I was bullied. Oh, shut the fuck up.
and that was stupid too. Like Zig said, man, come on, man. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, he could have used a better word than that right there.
I will say it is fucked up that Juju didn't get a fine for that, and Pat Mahomes didn't get a fine for, which was clearly taunting. I don't care what anybody says. What he did after he scored, pointing at the dude, brushing him off, spinning the ball, man, that's 4 taunts in one play. That's 4 taunts right there.
It's Mahomes, though, so you don't count. I've seen a lot less. We've all seen a lot less every game get called. That wasn't even really taunting, but that was clearly taunting. Like Dave said, he did about 3-4 things that could all attributed to taunting.
Yeah, and the funny thing is somebody was, I think it was on Twitter or whatnot. They did research. They went back 70 years. There's only been one time in one game, one NFL team ever, besides Kansas City against us, not to get penalized the entire game, was like in the 1960s. Everybody at least gets one penalty.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but
they have the player who gets more penalties than anybody. They're fucking right or left tackle, whatever position
Juwan
Taylor.
Taylor,
Yeah.
right tackle.
Most penalized guy in the NFL, and he didn't get a single one. Man, miss me with that shit.
And they
But
picking
like-
the game.
but like-
They picking the game now on ESPN.
Let's see
But
who we
like,
got. Like, you better pick the line.
Let's go, Swagoo. Let's go. Let's
but
go.
like St.
And
Brown
they
said,
still not score too.
but like St. Brown said on his
Swagoo.
podcast, one, he did blame himself, and I knew he would. He said that was unacceptable. He's got to catch that, and that that affected the game. He believed it affected the momentum. Also, he also said, I see Lions fans talking about Chiefs didn't get penalty or whatever. He said, I can point out so many plays that myself and my teammates could have made. He said, you can't play a game and expect the referees to win it for you. So, and I think that's true. I've always said that if you expect to win a game on an umpire, you already lost.
Yeah, you're already in trouble.
You can point to so many plays where that shouldn't even matter. And that goes any sport, right? That goes back baseball. No matter what the sport is, you should never have to depend on a referee.
Nope.
I know it is what it is, but no, there's so many plays you could call. The Hutch penalty, that was stupid. The St. Brown drop. I mean, that's just a few, right?
Hey, here's a question, real quick, because I know the game's about to start. Has Dave Campbell ever come out and said anything negative about like the refs in terms of like we got bad play call? Did he ever once blame the refs on any game he's ever done? I was going to say I don't think he ever has.
No.
He keeps it to himself. I'm sure in the locker room or to his coach, he's like, God damn it, again. But he doesn't come out and say anything. He's just, hey, we have to be a better team. We can't let them.
He always takes accountability.
Yeah.
And that goes down, right? It goes your players, your coaches. Hey, we can't worry about that. We can only worry about ourselves.
Yeah, you can only control what you do.
That was just like the whole, Brian Branch thing. He said, because he was right there when it happened. He said, that won't happen here. We can't have that. But then when his player got attacked and they asked him, what do you think about, the teammates protect him? He said, that's their brother. He said, I expect them to protect him. You know what I mean? And I'm glad they called out the NFL. I see DJ Reader and them. They were tagging NFL. This bullshit.
Oh, Kirby went crazy on Twitter after the game.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kirby
and then
went crazy on Twitter.
And then then Louis Riddick come out with which I thought was accountability too, right? I'm all about accountability. He said, I didn't know it was going to come out like that. I see the clip that they clip. Why, people would say this. I guess from now on, the lesson I learned is anything that my name is tied to, I have to make sure it comes out the correct way. That's accountability. Not like Riley Green. It is what it is.
What it is.
No, mofo. Take accountability for what it is.
It is
what it is. That is such an easy cop-out to say. Like, I can respect that. As much as I disagree, I respect, hey, it didn't come out like that. The lesson I learned is anything that my name is tied to, we got to make sure it's right. And that goes for any of us, right? If your name's tied to something, you want to make sure it comes out correct and don't misrepresent your name.
I'm going to put the blame on everybody else but myself.
It is what it is, Chris. It is what it is.
Like, could you imagine? Think about this. Any one of us, right? We all got a job. You had a bad day at work. Your manager goes, Richard dropped the dishes. Richard made him sandwich wrong. Richard cussed out and showed it to all the employees, to everybody. Man, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, appreciate everybody who came out and watched the pregame show. Postgame show will be tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Do us a favor, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the Detroit Fan Report on YouTube. Shout out to Kurt for coming out. Appreciate you, man. Sure we do. With that said, man, go One Pride Nation. Let's go Lions. Let's get this win.
Get this
That's
dub.
it. We out.